Title: Last Stop, The Phantom Train Heist. Lights off, volume up. It's time for another haunting adventure on Dreamy Nightmares, where fear has a new name. A group of strangers gathered in the dimly lit station of Willow Brook, a small, forgotten town nestled deep in the Appalachian mountains. The platform, blanketed in a thick layer of fog, created an eerie atmosphere that seemed to swallow the very essence of the place. Their destination was unknown, but they all had one thing in common: they boarded the Phantom Train. The Phantom Train was a legend among the locals, a long-abandoned locomotive rumored to be cursed. It had disappeared from the tracks years ago, its final destination unknown. Some said it had been stolen, while others believed it had plunged into a hidden abyss beneath the mountains. Among the passengers was Connolly, a seasoned criminal looking for a fresh start. He had spent most of his life in and out of prison, and this train ride offered an escape like no other. He clutched a small duffel bag, containing his life savings. As the train pulled into the station, it was a sight to behold. Its sleek black exterior glistened with an otherworldly sheen. Though tarnished with age, the windows reflected the hauntingly beautiful landscape of the Appalachian wilderness. A shiver ran down Max's spine as he boarded. Inside, the train was a blend of vintage elegance and eerie desolation. The velvet seats had seen better days, their plushness worn down to a cold, metallic skeleton. Dusty chandeliers hung from the ceiling, swaying gently as if moved by a phantom breeze. The train was empty, save for the small group of passengers. As the journey began, Max couldn't help but notice the strange silence that enveloped the train. There were no clinking glasses or chatter among passengers, just an unsettling stillness. Unease settled in his chest. The train moved deeper into the mountains, and the windows revealed glimpses of a world long forgotten. Ruined houses, overgrown with ivy, and abandoned mining shafts passed by like haunting apparitions. Max began to feel a growing sense of dread as the train descended further into the heart of the Appalachian wilderness. Suddenly, a shrill whistle echoed through the carriages, making everyone jump. The train came to an abrupt stop in the middle of a tunnel. Panic spread among the passengers as they realized they were trapped in the darkness. Max, his heart pounding, decided to investigate. He made his way to the front of the train, guided only by the dim glow of his flashlight. The air grew colder, and the darkness seemed to press in on him. At the head of the train, he found a door that led to the locomotive. He pushed it open and was greeted by a surreal sight. The conductor's seat was empty, but the controls seemed to move of their own accord. The train was being manipulated by some unseen force. As Max stared in disbelief, the train began to move again, slowly pulling out of the tunnel. He rushed back to the passenger cars to share his discovery, but what he found sent chills down his spine. The other passengers were gone, leaving behind only their belongings. Max was alone on the Phantom Train, hurtling deeper into the Appalachian wilderness at breakneck speed. As the train raced through the mountains, Max couldn't shake the feeling that he was not alone. Shadows danced in the corners of his vision, and ghostly whispers filled the air. It was as if the train itself was haunted by the souls of those who had vanished into the abyss. Hours turned into days as Max rode the Phantom Train, never stopping, never resting. He became gaunt and haunted, a shell of his former self. And then, as suddenly as it had begun, the journey came to an end. The train pulled into a desolate station in the middle of nowhere. Max stepped onto the platform, and the train suddenly disappeared. Max was now alone in an unknown destination. He had no choice but to start a new life in this forgotten place, haunted by the Phantom Train and the souls. Max Connolly was now bound to the mysterious locomotive that had stolen him away from the world. Our journey through the unknown has come to an end, but the fear never truly leaves. Subscribe, share, and remember, there's always more to discover on Dreamy Nightmares.